Posted April 24, 2018, 17 hours 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Hockey Tasmania has issued an 11th-hour plea to the state government for funding in order to secure a place in the new-look Australian Hockey League. In a letter to Premier Will Hodgman and Minister for Sport Jacqui Petrusma, Hockey Tasmania Chair Ken Reid said the organisation was seeking urgent support to enable our women's and men's teams to enter the revamped all. It came after a meeting with the Department of Sport and Recreation and Events Tasmania on Friday. Mr. Reid requested $100,000 a year for the next 4 years from the government to ensure the entry of a Tasmanian team in the new franchise-based competition. Hockey Australia recently extended its deadline until April 30th for Tasmania to come up with the $545,000 required to participate in the newly televised competition for the next 4 years. If we don't get it by April 30th or get an extension beyond that, then that's the end of it. There's no plan B. There's no other competition to go in, Mr. Reid said. You don't play sport without seeing a pathway to the Olympics, and that pathway would become extremely difficult, Mr. Reid said. Without a Tasmanian presence, the state's stars would be forced to play for other all teams. Eddie Ockenden would be playing in Brisbane, Josh Belts would be playing in Perth and Edwards would be playing in Melbourne, he said. Hockey Australia CEO Matt Farvier told the ABC while it was not its preference, the competition could move forward without Tasmania in year one, with an eye to include a franchise from the state beyond next year. That's a less preferred scenario but one that we have to contemplate, he said. We believe the league would be better for having Tasmania in it, and right from the start as a foundation team in this revised league model, we'd be really disappointed if we can't arrive at a mark where Tasmania is included. We don't want to see a disruption to the pathway where athletes see a pathway to the top, and certainly an all would provide that. Hockey Tasmania has struggled to come up with the funds after refusing to slug its registered players with an extra levy of $15 per player. Recent Hockey Australia research suggested the rising costs for players was the #1 factor in a drop in participation. Topics: Field hockey, Hobart 7,000.